guys, welcome back to The Letter with me, Stormy. We're about to hear about Zach's life, hopefully. And I would love to, because he's very cute. And I gave him a smooch.
Well, I don't mean to pry, I mean.
I live with my older sister and my grandparents. We had a shop selling all sorts of things below our flat. And well, I was one of the few non-white, non-British students in class. I didn't get pushed around or anything straight up. Even then, I was one of the biggest kids around, but a pencil and notebook would go missing, you know?
Oh, that I knew. Children can be so cruel at times, just like my husband. Of course, it may be a slightly different story when you've had personal guards and the stolen item is not a pencil, but an expensive heirloom.
So what about you? How you liking your new house? It's pretty impressive.
It's nice, I suppose.
You suppose? Not big enough?
What? No, oh, don't be a bully. It's just that.
I understand if you don't want to talk about it.
I was a little girl, all dolled up and treated like fragile porcelain, with nursemaids that kind of sounded like a really shitty Russian accent for that. Okay. With nursemaid... I'm still doing it! Whatever. Waiting for me hand and foot. All the material possessions anyone could ever want, I could ask for on a whim, and it would have been handed to me just like that. But I barely saw my parents. Just goodbye kisses in the morning before they went off to who knows where they needed to be next. I saw them more often on the telly or in the papers than I ever did in person.
I remember my old house. It was a lot like this one. Big walls and big halls, but nobody in it. Not really. It makes you think how alone you are.
A pensive mood overcomes us, and there's a moment where neither of us are sure how to go on from there. Things have gotten a bit too personal, yet it isn't wholly uncomfortable, like as if we've been friends before.
Well, that's normal, ain't it? You just moved here. You'll make home out of it yet.
He certainly makes it easy to believe that. My childhood house is indeed a lot like this one. Just as large and extravagant, and just as empty. I hope he's right.
So, Monsieur le Photographe, you've covered the one and only Ermengarde mansion.
Oh no, guys, please run. I don't want to relive the attic situation, please.
What's next on the agenda?
The interview?
Boring. It's an interior design and housing magazine.
And they want to know what Miss Wright has to say about her interior design and house.
Honor Wright thinks she bought a magnificent house that she can certainly brag about. Blah, blah. Boring. You know what they should print more of? I watched an interesting documentary the other day. Bleu Foncé, the darkest hours of the Black British. I recommend you watch it. Those are the things that people should know about. What do they care if I use a purple or green bowl of fruit in my kitchen?
People, right?
Oui. People are shite.
I do appreciate that she's like, I mean, I don't know her that well, obviously, but her being like, I could use my privilege to, like, raise up the voices of, the underprivileged. That's fun. I like that a lot. I shouldn't say fun. That's not the right word, but it's really nice.
What do you think? Do I look good with this angle?
I strike a pose while he's busy, taken aback for a moment, probably not expecting me to just go and say such a crass word. But he recovers quickly. After snapping a few shots, he grins.
Yeah, vous êtes belle. You want copies of these ones?
Yes, please. So, the big boy knows French.
The big boy.
You must have wooed a few ladies. Unless you're into gents.
Okay, so thank you. I love this game for being inclusive. It's really nice. I really enjoy it. But at the same time, why did we have a character say a slur?
Either way, French is, after all, the language of romance.
Oh, I don't know about quoting fancy poetry, but I've made lunch for a girl before, and they did like that fancy French cuisine.
Can you cook your best?
I can cook just about anything as long as I know the recipe.
C'est magnifique.
It has been long since I've had a nice proper chat with a good friend. No, Leah's certainly not a good friend. And although we've just met, Zachary is the sort who could probably befriend anybody. He's just a comfortable person to be around. A bit too comfortable. Oh, are you falling for him? Ooh. I could totally understand that. He's cute, he's sweet. He's got it all, honestly. The photo shoot went by a breeze. And somewhere along the way, as we talk and laugh, I find myself getting a bit too close without realizing. And he'll give me this strange look until I back off, and he'll go back asking question after I agreed to do this little interview. And it's just odd. Well, no. Me being friendly isn't odd. That is how I am. Zachary's the one that's being odd. Why? Anyone else would absolutely welcome the extra attention I give them. He, on the other hand, looks almost flustered by it. He should be used to different personalities by now, having to deal with various people when he works. And if not, he needs to start. Perhaps nobody has shown him attention of this kind, but he is a big boy. He should be able to handle me. Oh, girl, get it. Ooh, a friendly... Girl, you're flirting with him, and honestly, you have good taste. Just please dump Luke. Divorce him. Get married to Zach. Zach's great. He'll treat you right. All it is a friendly touch here, a pretty smile there, and a gentle swaying of the hips as I move around. Zachary grew and grew, more red every time he noticed. Am I being mean as I find enjoyment in seeing him unravel? Perhaps. This went on during the interview and beyond that. There's nothing wrong with what we're doing, right? Zachary and I are just having a playful, friendly chat while enjoying the outside view. At least, that's how I see it.
I'm sorry, but I'm really getting distracted. Could you maybe stop doing that?
Stop? I'm not sure if I want to, though. Okay. Listen, I want the romance to continue, so I would continue, but he did ask to stop, and, like, if someone says to stop, you just stop. What's my relationship item with Zachary?
I'll stop if it makes you uncomfortable, sweetie.
Yeah, cool. Okay. Yeah, if someone says no, just, like, stop, you know?
Sorry.
No, I should be the one apologizing. Why, you're a shy one, aren't you, big guy?
It's not that, but...
You have a husband. Being told... Oh, I didn't read the last one. Ring. Being told implicitly that I'm too forward is not a common occurrence. I think I'm more stunned at the fact that he pointed it out rather than, well, being rejected. Not that anything is going to happen between us in the first place. It was just going to be some harmless flirting, right?
So, you've never had a girlfriend?
No. No boyfriend either. You know, just in case you were gonna ask for that one next.
How? Zach, you're so nice. What?
And you haven't even had your first kiss?
Literally anybody would be lucky to have you, Zach. You're amazing.
Not a one, ma'am.
Do you want to have your first kiss today?
Shh. Oh, shit. Hannah, you can't do that. You're married. I can't help it. I really, really can't, and I'm going to apologize lots later. Surely by the catty smile on my face, it's obviously I'm just pulling his leg. The laugh I fail to contain certainly gives it away, if it still isn't obvious. But still, he lights up in embarrassment, stammering and sputtering objections.
You're married, and this will be extremely unprofessional.
Okay, but there's like clearly chemistry here, and I'm so into it. I'm so here for it. God, I don't want to commit adultery though.
I never said I would kiss you, silly. Oh, Johans!
No, what? No. Don't call your butler. She's Hannah.
That would be for the better. I don't think his husband would appreciate it if I made him kiss another man. I do not think he can hear us from here either. But it is hard to think you're not taken, Zachary. Why, whoever becomes your girlfriend will be so lucky to have you. You can cook and take wonderful photographs.
You know, I love how at first I was freaking out because I was like, Ash is so hot. Ash is great. Like, this is the thing. This is why I try not to, I don't like just hopping in and like going for the hot ones usually. Not to say that Zach isn't hot, because like he's a good looking dude, but I'm much more into personality, and my god, Zach's got the personality. Whew. Listen, Hannah's feeling wooed, I'm feeling wooed. This guy's great, I love him. I haven't heard much from Ash, but I'm feeling good about this.
Wonderful meals and wonderful memories.
I can play guitar too.
Shh. Oh, okay.
You can? Oh my. Wonderful serenades as well then. Perhaps I can find a young lady who deserves a fine, strapping young gentleman like yourself.
Hannah, call me and hook me up.
Let's not get carried away. Besides, I gotta be going. It's getting late and I got someplace else to be.
A shame. I will be expecting you again soon, I hope. For a copy of my photographs, yes?
Course, I'll even deliver them personally. Just, don't try to make me kiss your butler when I drop by.
Hey, Johan. As fate would have it, the very moment the words leave his mouth, Johans comes out of the house. Judging by the slight raise of his eyebrows, he has heard only the tail end of the sentence.
There shall be no kissing of any butlers under this roof. Danke.
But you are not under a roof, are you, Hansi?
To my amusement, he takes a step back, safely placing him within the threshold of the foyer and under the roof of the house. And just as ever, he is quick to return with a sardonic reply.
I am now. As I was saying, madam, it's about time for supper. Will I be needing to set an extra place at the table?
Oh, what? No, I was just leaving, actually. So, you have a good night, Hannah. And you too, Hansi.
It was nice to meet you, Zach, honey. You have a safe trip.
He nods, and the grin on his face... Wait, he nods and the grin on his face. As we... Oh, okay. I have to read the whole sentence before I track back. He nods, and the grin on his face as we say our goodbyes is the sweetest that I have ever seen. I linger, looking out for him, with his relatively tiny bicycle backpack safely secured in the back seat, in the basket by the front, and the suitcase hooked to the back. I watch as he went down the path to Anselm Village, until he is nothing more than a blip on the horizon. I cannot help the small smile on my face as I go inside for supper. How you can't expect me to, have dinner with this shitbag after dealing with, the best man in the game. Entering the dining hall causes me so much confusion. It is dark. For a moment, I thought the electric work is not up to par. But that's clearly not the case, as every other room is bright with artificial light. Finding the wall switch is a monumental task, considering the size and my unfamiliarity with the room. To make matters worse, the darkness grants the room a different atmosphere, eerie and frightening. There's candles. It takes longer than I thought to find a switch, something that will have to be rectified later on. My skin starts to prickle, and there's a distinct feeling of being watched. It unsettles me, and only spurs me on in my search. And when I do open the lights. Okay. There's a hiss.
I'll turn the lights down, woman!
I hate you so much, Luke. You're gonna really crash the mood of us having, a nice day. I won't say a date, but a nice day with, my boy Zach. There, at the end of the hall, is my beloved husband with his face in one hand and a glass in the other. Perhaps I can let it go, if it's only one glass of wine. However, I feel myself go livid after seeing the toxic green liquid gleam mockingly at me.
Luke, what? Are you drinking absinthe?
Absinthe?
You know what the doctor said. Absinthe, Luke.
This is absolutely... absolutely horrible. I can't believe he would do such a thing. Luke, I thought you were absinthe till you die. Okay, I'll stop.
Are you actively trying to kill yourself? Because if you are, we can just hit you with a bloody car!
It's too soon for that. It's too soon. Isabella just died.
Honeybee, Buttercup, not too loud, please. Besides, it's Lelouch, not too strong. Just hair of the dog that bit me. Helps with the hangover, dearest.
You drank? When?
This morning, love. Don't be mad. I just needed a few drinks, having to deal with those simpletons.
Could you imagine just, not caring about other people? Could you imagine just not respecting people?
And
Jeez.
maybe I had one too much. You don't see me whinging about you leaving me to handle them on my own.
I had to attend the photo shoot and interview with Luxury Living. You know that. Let's not make this about me, Luke. This is about you and your drinking problem and...
Oh, I don't know, Hannah, darling. What if my drinking problem, as you like to call it, is linked to you?
Excuse me?
If we think about it that way, this discussion is about you. That was pretty mean of you, leaving me alone to do all the work like that.
Oh, you mean bossing around people? You know, being an absolute douchebag?
You can't use the interview as an excuse either, honey. I was informed the moment your little interview was done.
Oh, shit.
So, what was it then, What were you doing?
If you say a slur, I apologize in advance for that. But I'm gonna suplex him. I'm gonna fucking throw him to the ground, and does he have earrings on? I'm gonna rip the earrings out of his ear, and I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna kill him right there. Honestly, I'm rooting for them to get divorced, so I'm okay with my relationship with Luke not being good. Like, I genuinely do not give a shit.
I was talking with Zachary, the photographer for Luxury Living.
I have no reason to tell lies. It's not like I'm guilty of anything. But as Luke's expression turns, he makes me feel like I'm actually to blame for something. He has a way of making me laid bare with just a look. That had really struck me when we first met years ago.
That giant Negro?
Oh my god. I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you.
You were having a secret meeting behind my back and it was with him?
What are you implying?
I'm implying nothing. I'm just worried. You know better than to trust those media types, Buttercup. He must have been really friendly to occupy your time like that.
Maybe she just hasn't been in the presence of a kind man, besides Hansi, in a long time.
But all he's looking for is his next big headline.
That's not true.
He's a photographer for an interior design magazine.
Doesn't matter. You let one little thing slip, one wrong move, and it'll blow up in the telly in the morning. He'll go to his journalist friends to gossip and make a quick quid.
His eyes were the first thing I noticed about him. Did the screen darken? They were like nature, the grass and the trees, wonderful and breathtaking. Now as I look at them, they're nothing but the same shade of green as that bloody damn drink in his hand.
He was a perfect gentleman, Luke. I can't say the same for you as of recent.
Shit, get it!
Excuse me again? We're talking about you, Hannah.
No. I am pretty sure we were talking about you and your drinking problem, Luke, right?
Oh, shit. Oh. If he hits her, literally everything this man does. If he breathes, I kick the shit out of him. If he blinks, I kick the shit out of him. I hate him. Hangover forgotten during the course of this little spat, the man jumps to his feet and seethes. It looks like he's barely stopping himself from throwing the nearest thing he can find.
Oh, it is not a problem. I can stop whenever I want.
Do it then.
And even if it was, I think you can very well stay out of it, as it only affects my own kidneys or liver or whatever the bloody hell that shite pollutes. Whatever aftermath that occurs because of your little chit-chat with the Negro affects the both of us, however.
Look, Luke. Nothing will happen. You have to relax. It was just a friendly chat.
Well, now I think I'm getting jealous. Or I would be if it weren't for this damn headache.
Maybe you should drink more.
Maybe.
Supper is spent in silence with nothing but the occasional sound of silverware. A grand feast has been served. Well, grander than usual anyway, most likely due to Luke's complaints of stress. A platter of native oysters for starters, and a tranche of turbot, with purple sproutings, broccoli, lemon, capers, and anchovy sauce for mains. To finish it off, black tea and golden syrup sponge pudding with custard. But when our appetites are appeased and the plates are cleaned away, Luke stands, kisses me goodnight, and leaves me to stare at my half-empty cup. Lonely in the lull of night, I sit in the house too big and too empty, foreign and unwelcoming. Even with its warm tone and homely decor, it feels cold. There's no need for tears, however. I know I can get through this, like every other obstacle I faced before. This is a minor setback, but I hope What I hope will be a long, happy life. To remind myself that this place is for Luke and for our future children fills me with renewed vigor. You can't have children with him. You can't. That's a horrible idea. Besides, it looks like someone is having a cry already. The wailing is far and muffled. Yet at the same, it shakes me to my very core as I hear it. As if the suffering is standing right behind me. Hearing it sends a chill down my spine and makes my skin prickle with goosebumps. Who is that? Are you in the basement? I think this is a good place to end it. You know, get a good cliffhanger. Give me a moment to prepare myself. Yeah, I'm gonna need a moment to prepare myself. Anyway, thank you so much for listening. I really appreciate it. And, you know, I hope you have a good day. We'll keep it simple. I hope you have a great day. And goodbye.